This is our 43rd year, and UKM is unique because it was set up as a national university to promote the national language as an academic language, and so we have stayed true to this mission. And it's very important to balance what we do in terms of promoting the Malay language and our role in becoming a good research university. So a research university is actually about having high research productivity and a global presence. A leader not just in research but also in innovations and in transferring knowledge and technology for societal well-being as well as for wealth creation. So we see that as our role, while not forgetting that our role is also to promote the Malay language. And so we try to merge these two roles and take the language higher than just using it as a medium of communication in the university. In the transformation program, you can see that it is not just about high income, it is also about inclusive economy and sustainability. And these three are also our values. So what we try to do is make sure we help the country achieve the high income status or high salary, and through our education programs and through knowledge and technology transfer. The education and the research, we know it's not enough, for example, for us to produce technology or some output from our research without giving value to it. So we know we have to couple research to entrepreneurship, because if you want to really go together with the transformation agenda of the country, high salary, high income means you have to bring everybody on board because it's inclusive. It's not just creating a few millionaires, for example, but making sure everybody will have the opportunity to create wealth for themselves, to create jobs. And so we couple our research together with entrepreneurship in what we call the innovation and entrepreneurship culture. And we do the same with our education. So the culture is the ones that's binding us together, and innovation and entrepreneurship culture. Within that, when you do research, we make sure our researchers think about what's the possible use of the outcomes of my research. What wealth can I create, and how can it benefit society? So we have been expanding not only Europe, we have good ties with Europe. With the US, of course, is English speaking a long time. We've had good relations with the US and Canada, but Latin America is relatively unknown. So we started in about 2008, 2009, having small programs first with Latin American countries. They come here and we go there, and we have this exchange of scholars, we have seminars. So we have been very active with the Erasmus program.
Okay, yes,
yeah.
Very popular.
Yeah, so the Erasmus program is research collaboration and so on. We've had with several universities in Europe. Then the other one, of course, is for more than 10 years now. We have got, when I became the Vice Chancellor, I strengthened it and made sure we keep it alive. This is the double degree program we have with Duisburg-Essen in Germany. It's long-standing. It's now expanding to other disciplines. Started as engineering. It can be in any area of engineering. Our students will spend about 1 year or slightly more than a year in Duisburg-Essen in Germany, and their students, the German students come to our university, at the end of it, they get 2 degrees. The current Prime Minister, when he was Minister of Education, he took a very bold step. He liberalized education autonomously. You know, the WTO didn't tell us to do it, but we did it. But we did it in a very systematic way. We did it in a way to preserve the quality and also to make sure access, equity, that's all preserved for the people. So when he liberalized, he then allowed foreign institutions to come in and operate in this country in various forms. If you look at the WTO modes, you'll see there's distance education that's allowed. You have, of course, our students have traditionally gone out of the country, move out to go and study overseas. But now, with liberalization, we also have now foreign students coming to our shore. Yeah, because of the attraction of working, the foreign institutions can set up branch campuses, or they can work with local institutions to develop what was initially called twinning programs. I believe in a kind of brain circulation. I don't see people going out, especially young people, going out of the country for several years, many years. If they are gaining good experience, so long as we maintain the contact with them, this is very important. I don't see it as a brain drain. At the end of the day, they will be better trained, they will have more knowledge, they'll have more skills. At the end of the day, if they decide to come back, it's a gain for us. So for me, it's a circulation. So people say, don't do this, you know, people will leave the country. Yeah, they will come back. If the conditions in the country are so good, there are other things, you know, stability, economic stability, or progress, economic progress, political stability, no turmoil, people are living in harmony. I would come back. Why should I want to go to a place that has
home's home?
Just as we have Malaysian students in Indonesia and Singapore and elsewhere, we have a lot of students coming from the ASEAN region, and I think this is great because we are so close economically and politically. It has been a strong ASEAN for I don't know how many years now, long time, okay? And now we are thinking about the ASEAN community. What that means, we all have to develop together. And the universities are on board. In fact, we are working in fact, this afternoon, the Thai ambassador is coming because we want to sign the MOU with the Thai embassy to strengthen this work that we are already doing with the Thai universities. You know, over the years, if you've seen the relationship we've had with the UK, it is because we send people there for education. It is the education that is the binding factor. And so we should just use this model for ASEAN, for example. It is my belief in the SMEs. Because if you look at the US, the growth of the US economy was due to the smaller companies. And they employ more people. There are only about 10,000 companies maybe in the US that have bigger, 500 people, also more than 500. The rest, more than 95% are these smaller. So smaller companies makes the economy vibrant, buoyant, and they are the source of the new growth, the new technology, the new ideas are coming from the small ones. And to me, it doesn't matter if they open and they close, they fail. It's okay. We just learn from our mistakes and go do new things. That I value women, I believe in their ability, I have confidence in you. I have confidence in you. Why are you not having this confidence in yourself? And I believe in being a mentor as well. And I do take the trouble to talk to them. If I think something is not right, I do call them. I mentor the men as well, but I feel I need to do a bit more for the women.
feel it. In your words, I really feel it.
Change is on the way. I think sometimes it's so fast, some people are not catching up. And we need to pay attention to this who are not catching up.